Good day, kids! So, today meron tayong panibagong video lesson at ito ay tungkol sa graph of quadratic functions. So, ang graph ng quadratic functions, ang tawag natin dun ay parabola. Pa-curve ito, so it is in U-shape, and ang graph nito, ang parabolang ito, pwede siyang opens upward. Okay, so yung normal na U-shape, pwede rin naman siyang opens downward. So yung pataob na U, pwede yung ganyan. Okay, so let's have examples here. So meron tayong parabola dito, and kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong iba't ibang mga terminologies na nakikita sa graph ng parabola. Okay, so the parabola opens upward if the leading coefficient or the value of A is positive. So, itong A na to, ito yung quadratic term natin, yung coefficient ng ating quadratic term. Since ang ating standard form, di ba, ay ax squared plus bx plus c equals y, or y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So, yung A dyan, yung nasa unahan, ayan, yan yung titingnan natin sa opening ng parabola natin. So, if A is positive, meaning to say, A is greater than 0, so ayan yung mga 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, ang parabola natin ay opens upward. So, kagaya nung nasa example or nasa picture na to. Okay? So, ayan po. Ang daming nalilito dito na kapag yung x squared walang katabi, nilalagay nilang value ng a ay 0. Hindi po tama yon. Kapag ang nakalagay lang ay x squared, automatic ang value ng a natin ay 1. So, no need na kasing isulat yung 1 kapag 1 ang iyong numerical coefficient. Or even kapag ang exponent mo ay 1, hindi na natin sinusulat yun. Automatic na nandun yung 1. Okay? So, kapag ang parabola mo opens upward, ang vertex nga is the lowest point or the minimum point. So, yung vertex, ito yung pinakagitnang point ng parabola. So, yung turning point na tinatawag ng parabola natin. So, ibig sabihin, kapag upward ang iyong parabola, yung nasa pinakababa or pinakagitnang point ng parabola mo, ang tawag doon ay vertex, ito. So, that is the minimum point or the lowest point of your parabola. Okay? Okay, kapag naman ang parabola natin ay opens downward, automatic, ang leading coefficient mo ay negative. So, yung value ng A ay negative. Halimbawa, we have negative ax squared. Ayan. Yung value ng A mo ay negative. Ayan po. So, A is less than 0. So, yung mga negative, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on and so forth. So, kaya nagiging downward ang opening ng iyong parabola. And kapag naman ang opening ng parabola mo ay downward, automatic ang vertex mo ay maximum point. So, hindi ko napalitan. It's in the highest point dapat. Okay? Highest point. So, kapag highest point ang iyong vertex, automatic, that is the maximum point. O yan, di ba para tayong grade 1 magsulat? Okay, so naiintindihan nyo na yan. Ayan, ST na lang. Okay, so ulit ha. Kapag ang opening ng parabola mo ay downward, ang value ng A mo automatic ay negative. Tapos, ang vertex mo is the highest point or the maximum point. Pag ang opening ng parabola mo ay upward, ang value ng A mo ay positive, at ang vertex mo is the minimum point or the lowest point of the parabola. Okay. Let us have the different terminologies ng parabola. So, ito yung mga hahanapin natin sa graph ng parabola or sa equation ng ating quadratic function. So, we have the domain, the range, the x-intercept, and the y-intercept. Pag sinabi nating domain, it is the it is all the x values. It is always be all real number. So, lahat ng value ng x is what we call the domain. Okay? So, pwede nating i-represent yung domain as the negative infinity to positive set of negative infinity and to positive infinity, and or x such that x are all the elements of real numbers. Any of the two, pwede natin silang i-represent gamit yung una o kaya yung pangalawa. Pero kadalasan sinusulat na lang natin all real numbers. And then yung range natin, it is the set of all y values. So if a is greater than 0, the parabola opens upward, then y is greater than or equal to the value of your k. So, itong range, madali itong hanapin kapag ang ating function ay naka-vertex form. Pero kapag hindi siya naka-vertex form, kailangan pa nating ma-identify yung value ng k. So, ulit, pag ang range mo, kapag ang iyong a ay greater than 0, so ang gagamitin natin is y is equal to greater than or equal to k. Ayan ha. May example ako niyan later. And then, pwede nating i-represent yung ating range as k, included yung k, kaya naka-bracket siya. K, positive, up to positive infinity, or y such that y is greater than or equal to k. Kapag naman ang a mo is less than 0, yung parabola mo opens downward, and then, ang gagamitin mo naman ngayon na notation para sa iyong range ay y is less than or equal to k. So, ito siya. And then, pagbabalik-tarin mo lang yung set kanina. Okay? Ngayon, para ma-identify natin yung value ng k, pwede natin gamitin yung formula k is equal to negative b squared plus 4ac all over 4a. Okay? So, itong formula na to, gagamitin mo kapag hinahanap mo yung value ng k na ipapalit mo dito sa k na kailangan natin gamitin sa range natin. So, may example din ako niyan later. And then, for the x-intercept, madali lang to. It is the value of x when y is 0. It is when the graph intersects the x-axis. So, ito, yung x-intercept natin, ito yung point along the axis lang, along the x-axis. Pag ang y mo ay 0, yung point mo nandun lang sa x-axis. Yung parabola dadaan doon, tatamaan niya yun. And then yung y-intercept naman natin, it is the value of y when x is 0. So, it is when the graph intersects the y-axis. So, ito naman yung kabaliktaran ng x-intercept. Kapag ang x ay 0, yung point mo, nandun lang along the y-axis. Okay? Tatamaan ng parabola mismo yung y-axis. Okay? So, let us have example. Ayan, may 0 na, sorry. So, mag-graph muna tayo. Graph the quadratic function f of x is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5. So, para mag-graph natin ito, we need to use the table of values. So, ito, nag-set na tayo dito. Magsiset ka lang ng possible value ng iyong parabola. So, ang nilagay ko dito, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the value of x. So, yung red na, hindi ko lang nalagyan ng animation yan. Okay, so yan yung possible values ng x natin. Okay? So, para makuha natin yung value ng f of x o ng y, gamit yung ating function, gamit yung ating function, isa-substitute mo lang dyan yung mga values ng x natin na nandito sa table of values. So, una, if x is 0, okay, so ito muna, if x is 0, okay po, f of x is equal to, ito siya, x squared, yung x will become 0 kasi if x is 0 nga, minus 6 times 0 plus 5, and it will give you 5. So, therefore, ang ilalagay mo dyan ay 5. If x is 0, f of x or y is 5. Ganun din yung isa. If x is 1, So, substitute lang ulit. Ang ipapalit mo naman ngayon dito, puro 1 naman. So, if x is 1, we have f of x equals 1 squared minus 6 times 1 plus 5. And then, therefore, f of x or y is 0. So, ilalagay mo ngayon dyan yung 0. And then, gagawin mo din yan sa iba. Ayan. Kung nahihirapan kayong mag-compute class, pwede naman kayong gumamit ng calculator. Okay po? So, kumpleto na yung ating table of values. Pwede na nating i-plot yung ating graph. O, ayan, naka-plot na siya. Papakita ko lang sa inyo ha. So, umpisa natin sa 0, 5. Yung 0, 5 natin, 0 ang x-axis, ang x natin, and then yung y natin is 5. So, 0, yung 0 nandito sa origin. Then, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Itong may shade na to, this is your 0, 5. Okay. Ayan siya. 0, 5. Bago natin i-connect yung ating mga ano. Next natin, 1, 0. So, 1 naman yung x. Ito yung 1 natin, 1. Tapos, ito yung 2. Per guhit yan ha. Tapos, ito yung 3 natin. Okay, so 1. So, we have yung 0 natin, yung pinakagitna, and then 1. 0 yung y, kaya along the x-axis kang yung 1, 0 natin. So, this is your 1, 0. Okay? Next natin ay ipa-plot. We have the 2, negative 3. So, umpisa tayo dito sa x-axis. Ito yung x-axis natin. Okay? And this is your y-axis. So, umpisa natin kay 2, negative 3 na tayo. Pangatlo. So, 2 sa x-axis. So, we have 0, 1, 2, 3. Ayan, ito yung 3. Tapos, negative 4 nasa baba. So, ito yung negative natin. 1. This is your negative 2. This is your negative 2. Then, we have here negative 3. And the next natin ay negative 4. Ayan. So, we have the x-axis 2 negative 3 pala tayo. So, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Tapos, yung negative 3 natin mula sa 2, bababa ka ng 3, 1, 2, and then 3. So, itong point na to, this is your 2, negative 3. Ayan. Hirap na hirap ako dito sa sa ginagamit ko. Mag-suggest nga kayo kung anong mas maganda. Para hindi ako nahihirapan sulat dito. Kasi wala naman akong touch M&M. Yan, 2, negative 3. Sunod natin is 3, negative 4. So, we have 2. Tapos, ito yung 3. Bababa ka ng 4. Kasi negative yan. 1, 2, 3. And then, this is your negative 4. 3, negative 4. And then, we have 4, negative 3. So, this is 4, 3. Tapos, ito yung 4. Tapos, baba ka 3. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. So, we have 4, negative 3. And then, yung next natin is 5, 0. Ayan. 5, 0. Okay? So, ito, extra point na lang niya pag maglalagay ka dito ng 6. So, ito yung 6 mo. And then, yung partner niya ay 1, 2, this is 5. So, ito, extra point na lang yan. Okay? Ngayon, class, so, ito na yung yung graph ng ating function x squared minus 6x plus 5. So, ito siya. Okay? Next natin, sa graph na to, hanapin natin dito yung domain, opening ng parabola, yung range, at yung intercepts natin. So, A here is positive 1. So, ito, nakalagay dito, imaginary 1, and that is positive 1. So, A is greater than 0. Now, if A is greater than 0, A is equal to 1, the parabola opens upward. Okay? So, ayan, nakikita nyo naman, pataas ang opening niya. Okay? And then, for the domain, we just have here the set of all real numbers. For the range naman, the parabola opens upward. and the vertex is 3, negative 4. Okay? Kapag may graph na kayo, no need ng computin or no need ng isolve kung ano ang value ng y mo for the range. Okay, titingnan mo na lang yung vertex mo. So, ang vertex natin dito ay 3, negative 4. So, the y value is negative 4 kasi yung x value ay 3. So, therefore, the range is y is greater than or equal to negative 4. Bakit greater than or equal ito? Kasi ang a mo ay greater than 0. That's why ang gamit mo sa range is greater than or equal to negative 4. Yung negative 4, galing yan sa y value ng iyong vertex. Next, the parabola touches the x-axis twice at 1 and 5. So, this is your x-axis. Ayan. Dumaan si parabola natin ng 2 beses kay x-axis. At ito ay tumama kay 1 at saka kay 5. Ayan, kita nyo po. So, therefore, the x-intercepts is 1 and 5. Now, the parabola touches the y-axis at 5. Ito naman yung y-axis natin. Okay? And the parabola touches it once. So, dumaan siya kay 5. So, the y-intercept is 5. Okay? Now, paano naman kapag hindi natin siya i-graph? Kung ang instruction is just to get the opening of the graph, the domain, the range, and the intercept of the quadratic function. So, no need siyang i-graph. So, pwede pa rin natin mahanap yung domain, yung range, at intercepts at opening ng graph without graphing. Okay? So, paano yon? Ayan. Para sa opening ng graph, ang titingnan nyo lang yung may squared. Pag negative yan, downward. Pag positive, upward. So, since ang coefficient natin dito ay negative 1, naka-negative ang ating quadratic term, therefore, ang opening ng graph natin is downward. Ayan yung sagot natin. Downward. Okay? Para naman sa domain natin, all real numbers lang yan. Para sa range, para makuha natin yung range, since ito ay hindi naka-vertex form, kukumputin natin yan, isa-solve natin yan using yung formula na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. Una is kunin natin yung value ng a, b, and c. Value ng a, galing yan dito sa ating function, that is negative 1. Wala tayong b, walang linear term, kaya ang b mo ay 0. Ang constant natin ay 5. Itong 5 na to. Hindi yan hinuhulaan ha. Nasa given yan. Tapos, we have this formula for the k. K is equal to negative b squared plus 4ac all over 4a. Substitution ka lang dyan, then compute ka. So, automatic, dahil ito ay 0, kakancelin mo na yan. 4 times negative 1 times 5 is negative 20. 4 times negative 1, ito ay negative 4 times 5, negative 20. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Tapos divide mo lang yan. Negative 20 divided by 4, we have 5. The value of k is 5. Since that is 5 at ang ating opening ng parabola ay downward, therefore, ang range natin is y is equal to less than or equal to positive 5. Itong 5 na to, dito yan. Dito mo ilalagay yan. Okay? Then, for the intercepts naman, isi-set mo lang yung y at yung x mo as 0, 0. So, una, if y is 0, substitution mo lang yan dun sa ating function. Substitute ka lang. Ayan. Then, compute. X is square root of 5. If y is 0, x is the square root of 5. Next natin, if x is 0 naman, substitution lang ulit. Ayan, substitution, tas compute. Y is 5. If x is 0, y is 5. Therefore, ang intercepts natin ay square root of 5, 0, and 0, 5. So, ayan ang sagot natin. Okay po? So, I hope mayroon kayo dito naintindihan. Kung wala, nalilito kayo, ulit-ulitin nyo lang yung video natin. And, yun na yun. Okay? That's it. Pwede ninyo i-share ito sa inyong mga friends na may ganito ding lesson Anyway, ito ay pang grade 9 lesson po. So, again, ang content na to ay naka-align sa ating module ng SDO Malabon. So, don't forget to like and subscribe para happy tayong lahat. Okay, bye!